Okay, well, welcome to the Vancouver market update, and excited to bring you what's going on in the Vancouver real estate market. We're in the month of June. Bring you the update of what's going on. So stats came out for the Greater Vancouver Real Estate Board. They always come out at the very beginning of every single month. So we're talking about May right now, but I think we're going to see some exciting things in June as well. So we'll bring up the update here. So I always like to talk about stats in the terms of like, what does this mean to you guys as buyers, sellers, investors? Because that's what people want to know. It's otherwise it's just a bunch of numbers. So I'm going to kind of correlate that to like potential opportunities that you guys have in the market right now. So we're seeing sales actually up month over month, year over year, quite a bit since this time last year and last month in April. Active listings are down year over year, but they're up month over month. I think we're starting to see a little bit more properties coming to the market. But as you can see here, sales and active listing ratio, there is things in that townhouse and apartment segment are hitting the market and going like that. And I think that speaks to the whole affordability thing. Like we have our apartments and then we have our detached single family. So we have if we look at the next slide here, our detached homes benchmark sale price, we're sitting at 1.95 million. Benchmark sale price for apartments are 760. So you can see that there's a huge gap. It's very unlikely that someone's going from a price of around 760 all the way up to something around that 1.9 million. That's why we're seeing this sales to active listing ratio, all of the townhomes just getting eaten up. And that's what I talked about last month, is this whole initiative to bring back that missing middle. So developers having the opportunity for townhome projects, duplexes, like the low-rise complexes and everything like that. And that's what we're seeing in the market right now. So as investors, kind of looking at this, if you're looking to get a better deal and less competition, I think we're going to see some things start to slow down kind of into that summer, fall, and definitely winter. Looking at those numbers there. It's definitely, if you've got a townhouse or a duplex or something in that middle segment, or even apartments, now's a great time, because they're exactly like you can see there's not a lot of inventory. Pricing strategy becomes very, very important when you're doing that. What we're seeing right now is a lot of properties getting priced just slightly under fair market value to create more eyeballs on the property. So it can be really frustrating as a buyer. You're looking at all these properties and you're like, all of them are selling for over list. But I think, that's something just to be aware of, especially in that market, is that a good deal isn't correlated to list price. List price in this market is to get as many buyers in the door as possible, create some competition, and, bid up your property. So you can kind of see that. So what are some things going on in the news, in the market right now, that are affecting this drive and demand? And one of the things is just interest rates. It's a huge topic. It's the cause of a lot of people kind of sitting on the sidelines or maybe jumping in. And it's definitely a huge factor to take into consideration. And so this article just states that a lot of homeowners are abandoning that variable rate mortgage and switching for those fixed rate alternatives. Because the desire, obviously, for that fixed rate, it creates a little bit more stability if there's future rate hikes. But you're sacrificing the potential savings for a little bit more stability. So it's something, again, to chat with your mortgage broker and weigh out your options there. And I was chatting with Keaton from KB Mortgages, our strategic partner there, and just asked for his comments on interest rates and what he's seeing with a lot of his investor clients. And this is what he said. The variable rates almost never make sense, as it's sustainably higher than most half-year fixed rates. Overall fixed rates have risen about 0.9% in the last 40 days. Currently, long-term fixed rates have the worst best case scenario and the best worst case scenario outside of, penalties like that. So he's saying like shorter term fixed rates have a better potential upside, but a higher risk when you renew. And I'm not sure if you guys are seeing that, but I've got good friends that purchased in 2019. They got a super low rate, purchased, really great property overlooking like waterfront and everything. And they're evaluating right now that like, okay, come 5 years, if things go up the way that they're going to, we're going to be hooked if we don't sell. And so it's causing them to be proactive in making those decisions, which I think is smart there. So Bank of Canada, dip in inflation is not necessarily going to stop things from rising. I think the Bank of Canada is looking for a more of a long-term, not just a little blip there to deter these rise in interest rates. But they've committed to its objective of just maintaining stable prices, and believe that long-term inflation expectations are more important than the short-term, fluctuations that happen in the market there. And rising interest rates are viewed as a prudent measure, is what they said, to ensure the sustainability of economic growth and maintain financial stability. So just something to be aware of. I don't think it's the last in the rate hike that we are seeing here. And that's not necessarily, a bad thing if you look at it from the whole view picture there. Here's some interesting opportunities. Population of Vancouver's West Point Grey hasn't changed in decades. That no growth history is soon going to come to an end. So I was on a webinar this morning, actually, and this West Point Grey has basically experienced no growth over the last, quite a few years. It's very high price point, and then older residents, I think, it's really contributed to that, less turnover. But there's this Jericho Lands development that is in place to basically create 9,000 units, and about 30% of that is going to be affordable housing. And here's some of I apologize for the quality here. I just took pictures off of my laptop here, but this is where it's going to be. So you can see up at the top there, the green there, that is Jericho Park. And the outline in the dotted outline is the whole community of West Point Grey. So it's basically going to be right in the middle across the street from the park. They've set it up to be, it's a very walkable area. They really want to kind of discourage the use of cars, which I think a lot of communities in Vancouver are going towards. They want to basically have all the amenities in there, and 20 acres of new park space. The new SkyTrain line is going to be in there. You can kind of see some renderings here, but 1 million square feet of non-residential use. So it's a good mix of everything: schools, childcare, all that stuff. Then to end on some good news here, which is kind of cool. 3 Canadian cities ranked among the world's top 10 most livable places. So Vancouver was rated number 3. The rankings took into consideration just quality of life, stability, healthcare, education, infrastructure, culture, everything like that. And Vancouver secured the highest rating out of all Canadian provinces, or all Canadian cities. Toronto was number 4, and then Calgary was number 3. So again, just I'm not sure actually. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Austria. It says Canadian.
Well, 3 Canadian cities were named out of the top.
3 were named in all of the world.
All of the world.
Oh,
yeah.
I see.
So that's pretty cool. Canada took 3 spots there, and
Really, Sydney, Australia.
So yeah, just more opportunity for more, I guess, reinforcement that, we have a really great city here. There's a lot of opportunity for a lot of different reasons. Yes, there's pros and cons with any any area that you're looking at investing in, but it's cool to have kind of reassurance like that. And then thought I would just end on this because everybody loves dogs. I think anyways. I just thought this was kind of fun. More off-lease dog parks are coming to Vancouver. So if you are a pet owner, I know I have 3 buyers right now that they're out of their top 3 criteria, close to a dog park is one. So it's a big thing. Yeah. So, but yeah, we'll kind of end on that. I think we're going into the summer months here, which can mean, I guess, from a real estate perspective, one of 2 things. Either, you're looking at taking some summer vacations, taking the month off. It's warm weather. We live in a really great city. There's a million things to do here. Or you can start investment shopping. I think things are going to start slowing down, especially into August, while people are gearing up to get kids back to school. And so I think there's the opportunity to find some really great deals here. So we will end on that. So thanks for watching the Vancouver update, and excited to get back into the main room here.